How's it going, everyone? It is Wilson Plays here, and today I am back with the final review of the GTA 3 Wilson Plays Nightmare mod made by one of my viewers, the Dr. Super, aka I like to call him DRS, and regular viewers like to call him that as well. But anyway, before I say anything about this mod, massive shout outs to DRS. He worked very, very, very hard on this mod, and what he created was, in my opinion, a masterpiece. Like an absolute masterpiece. Like, I'm so happy with it. And I'm so impressed at the things he's done without overcomplicating it. So yeah, the link to DRS's channel will be in the description. Go check him out. If you like his content, then obviously subscribe and just leave him a comment saying Wilson sent you here, because yeah, it'd be nice to share the love. But anyway, I'm going to basically play the game. This is a live commentary. Play the game, give you my final thoughts about the mod, and yeah. But before I move on, I'm going to share with you. Not sure when it's going to be ready, because DRS is a very busy man, which is fair enough. There's a Vice City version in the works, which is apparently going to be bigger and better. So I'm really excited for that. But anyway, let's load the game. So as you can see, custom load screens and stuff, there's my face for some reason. And yeah, let's give you a little bit of a playthrough. I didn't save, what? Oh, it's Mafia Massacre, that's it. And a very distorted GTA 5 load screen. There you go, that's better. So yeah, I'm a bit of a idiot, it seems. But I'm going to start with saying that this mod could have been worse in terms of how nightmarish for me it was. DRS could have made this mod utterly unbearable if he really wanted to, but he didn't. He didn't want to do that, and that is perfectly fine by me, because the game was noticeably harder in some places, or in quite a lot of places, and with it being noticeably harder, it did cause me a few issues, which is, I guess, the point, right? But yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but I'm glad that it wasn't, because then you would have seen a impatient Wilson, a possibly ragey Wilson. So I think it struck the perfect balance between being a little bit of a nightmare, being a bit of a nuisance, and being incredibly fun to play. I'm just going to go over right now a handful of the most noticeable changes that you're going to find if you were to play this mod yourself. Hi, post-commentary Wilson here. Something I, for some reason, neglected to mention during this review, even though it is one of the most noticeable changes of the mod, but I'll say it now, is that every mission vehicle is replaced with a Landstalker. I don't know how I forgot to mention that during this review, but I apparently did. But anyway, back to the video. First of all, every location is renamed, as you've probably noticed on the screen, or if you've watched my streams in the past of this mod. Every location has been renamed. Some of the vehicles have been renamed, like, let me just get out and then back into this car. This is called the FLIPSTALKER. The reason for that is it likes to flip, and DRS somehow made it worse. So that's good. There's custom vehicles as well, not in the sense of their models, but in the sense of handling. I'm going towards one right now to prove it. The map is always dark, like the weather. It's dark and foggy all the time, so, you know, nightmare. I mean, makes sense, right? And what else is there? Of course, every single mission is renamed. If you want to see those, you're going to have to watch some of my past streams. But this is one of those custom vehicles. It is the Mafia Sentinel, but it's renamed the Fast Boy. I'm going to drive now. I was going to give it an introduction before driving, but I got shot at. But it's called the Fast Boy for this reason. It's very fast, and I've destroyed it already, which is great. But yeah, as you can see, the AI can't handle it either. I'm just going to move away from that guy. There is other vehicles that are like that, such as the Mr. Whoopi. If we see a Mr. Whoopi, we'll drive in. We'll start driving it. But then there's also the flip side, where Yakuza Stinger, for example, one of my favourite cars in the game, probably one of my most used cars, because it's readily available later on in the game, is made into a troll version of the Yakuza Stinger, which is incredibly slow. The RC Bandit, or the RC car, is really slow, and so is the Stallion, for some reason. And then there's other little modifications, like the Infernus is even more slidey than it usually is, which is very, very slidey, which makes the car even worse, because I think the GTA 3 Infernus is fucking awful. Well, it's fast, but it's awful, right? And there's just a lot of different things. There's mission past music is the... Do you know in the introduction to Liberty City Stories how it plays the remixed version of the GTA 3 theme song or soundtrack? That plays when you pass a mission. It also has a custom mission sort of past text that took me quite a while, and also a custom mission failed text, which is pretty interesting. But a lot of this mod, of course, making the game harder, making me forcefully experience the stuff about GTA 3 that I think is pretty irritating, and tuning that a little bit, but also adding a lot of custom things that are sort of personal to me. For example, location names and you know, you've seen the load screens with my face on it. You've seen all of that. I mean, it's just a very personal mod, and I really enjoy it. I massively enjoyed playing through it. I don't know if I'll be playing it much in the future unless something changes on it. Because, of course, I've completed the story now. So the only thing that would be left to do would be 100% stuff, but that's basically very similar to what GTA 3 is normally, so I'm probably not going to be doing that anytime soon. If at all. But overall, this video is not going to be too long. I love it. I give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's a pretty simple mod. Thank you. It's a pretty simple mod with some pretty simple modifications. But it does the job. It makes GTA 3 harder for me, but not excessively, and it sort of makes GTA 3 also a bit more personal to me. I can't really think of any cons to this mod, to be honest, apart from maybe it could have been a bit harder, but at the same time, it's got to strike the balance between being hard and being incredibly annoying. Like, I remember when I sort of wanted to record the finale, like, it was... Oh, by the way, explosions is excessive as well. I wanted to record the finale as a video, and I ended up losing the file because of corruption for some reason. The video file got absolutely shafted, so that didn't end up being a thing. So I ended up streaming the finale instead. But at the time when I was trying to record it, the exchange, the final mission, was a lot more harder because the Uzi was incredibly overpowered. DRS nerfed that, and the mission was still pretty difficult. I still failed a few times, but it wasn't excessively so. So yeah, I can't really think of any cons of this mod apart from it could have been maybe a bit more difficult, but like I said, you have to strike a balance between being difficult and being annoying, if that makes sense. Also, rock solid Esperanto. This is a regular Esperanto, but it weighs a lot more, so that thing can happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm gonna die because you can't bail out of cars in GTA 3. But yeah, that's my mini review of the Nightmare mod. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, get subscribed, all that stuff. Big thank you to my channel members. You know who you are, names are on the screen. And yeah, just a massive thank you to DRS, and I can't wait to see what he makes in the future. So with that out of the way, guys, take care, have an awesome day, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care, guys.